Hello people and welcome back to another video. I am struggling today, so if you hear a lot of coughing, it's because I cannot get rid of this cough. It has been in my throat for God knows how long. It must be the 4th week and I just cannot shift it. But today I'm going to be doing something a bit different. I haven't seen it on YouTube, I haven't seen it anywhere else, and that is going to be doing a day's worth of picking around charity shops. I'm going to be basically doing a 9 to 5 job today. Well, maybe not till 5, maybe till 4, but an average day's work, and seeing how much potential profit I can actually get like you would do in a normal average job. So if you're working minimum wage or working just over minimum wage, you probably on an average day pick up about 50, 60 pounds. Question is, how much do you think I can make in a day in potential profit by doing exactly the same hours? To start off, I'm in Shrewsbury because that's the next town next to me. We've got some really nice little shops there. Then I'll move back to Telford and finish off around there. Also, there's Newport. It's all in the same area. I've got my little, I would say, Grand Prix circuit now all laid out, so I don't waste petrol. Yeah, and I'll also be having a break in that as well, because obviously I'm officially allowed to have a break. But comment down below, how much more, or can I get as much as a person working full-time on a typical day? Anyway, let's get into the first shop, and it's Hope House.
I don't think we will have them, but I will check. Yeah.
First shop down and absolutely nothing. I put back the Homer Simpson slippers. I just thought if they wasn't new, they're not going to make the £20 what it was suggesting on the obviously eBay, and I didn't want to risk having something. I probably still could have made a tenner, but when you take off fees and all that, you're not making a tenner, are you? You're going to be making a fiver, if that, maybe 6, 7. There was a bit of a few marks that I found on them, that's why I didn't bother. That shop's quite expensive. It's quite pricey because it's out on the outskirts of Shrewsbury. So as you saw, that Ralph Lauren top, really nice, but they're only selling for £30 on eBay. So potentially, what, £15 profit, but obviously with the fees off, 10 quid. Is it worth risking for a tenner? Not really. I'd rather buy something for £1 and then make a tenner. I've already just bought a Ralph Lauren jumper, so I haven't sold that yet. So I don't know if they are really worth buying. You know, they are quite hard. I personally think Ralph Lauren are not as sought after as they used to be. So let's go to the next one. So far, £0 per hour. about 11:30 now, and I've been out for an hour and a half. Been to 3 charity shops, seen stuff, but I haven't bought them. The reason being is I'm trying to not buy stuff that I'm only going to be making £5-6 off. It's okay when you're spending 50p, a pound. Well, when you're spending a £5, you really want to be making more money. You know, it just seems pointless. And like, I just came out of the last shop and I saw the Harry Potter stack. Absolutely lovely. They are a really nice set, but they're only worth £20. They're not really expensive cups. I think they're from when I used to work at B&M. You could buy them from there, and there was 20 quid, 25 quid anyway. So they're not really expensive, and they wanted £5 from. I only could have got 20 quid, and only 4 sold, and that was before Christmas. So no one's sold any after Christmas, so they're not sought after. So you got to be careful about what you get, because yes, you might be able to make a profit on them, but when do you want to make that profit? Do you want to make that profit in the next couple of weeks, where usually you probably do, or do you want to just keep it on your eBay for months and months, and eventually you'll make you a fiver, a tenner? So I'm trying to be a bit more picky today. Obviously at the moment I've earned no money at all. So the people who are working are on more money than me at the moment. They are actually earned an hour and a half's pay. Obviously, and not pay for petrol, because also petrol comes in towards this. But these shops where I've been to are usually hit and miss. They are either I find some really good things in there because they are a bit more expensive, or I don't find nothing. I've got 2 more left in Shrewsbury. Both of them are quite good. One's a Salvation big superstore, and another one's like an old-fashioned charity shop, which they don't really price stuff. They don't look online. And then we're into Newport, where it's probably where I get most of my stuff. Finally got some stuff. I had to get something before I left Shrewsbury. Not big profit, but I got this St. Michael's like biscuit tin. It's a plastic one. Nothing special. It's 2 quid. I'll probably get maybe, I could push at 8 maybe. I've seen a couple going for £12, £10 for 2. Fiver. I'll definitely get 5 for it, but not much profit on that at all. So maybe a couple of £1 profit at all. But I also did pick up this, and I thought this is quite nice. It's £1. Something like this it's worth having a risk on. It's a no make. It's made from Italy. It's in perfect condition, nothing wrong with it. But stuff like this is fetching usually between £10 to £20. Probably ask for a tenner off it. So got to make at least £8 profit off that. So far probably £15 profit, if that, if I'm stretching to it. So yeah, not doing very good today, and that's the whole point in this. It's hit and miss sometimes, and go around and you haven't got enough money to buy everything, and other times you just can't find one single thing. You know, you just don't buy stuff just for the sake of it. But we're now going to go to Newport, see what it's like in there. This is a bit better for me. I always find stuff in Newport, so get there, about 4 or 5 shops in Newport, then a couple of shops around the corner from actually where I live, and that is it. And we'll actually see if I actually can make money more than a regular 9 to 5 person.
say we did.
Let's say we did.
I'm on to my last two charity shops that are right around the corner from where I live, basically. These two charity shops usually produce the goods, so hopefully I can finish off on a high note. The last charity shops were pretty good. I did find some brilliant things in there, so hopefully I can get a few more just to bump up that profit.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks, bye.
Yes, yes, yes. I haven't started the shed. Yeah. How many weeks is this now? I think it's about the 4th week I've said I'll do the shed. And been very well. I don't fancy like standing outside all day. When I want to get better, it's all right going out for the odd hour, you know, like going to chow shops. But nah, I'm not going to stand outside for hours and hours, sorting out things, lifting up things and getting more and more ill. I just cannot shift this cough. But let's tell you what we got today. The whole point in this video was to see if it's actually worth it doing reselling compared to a normal regular job. I'm not saying a really, really good job. I'm talking about like a regular job, like working in a shop, you know, a job that I used to do. I'm going to go through all the stuff what I've got today and tell you what profit I can make off them. As you know, at the start of the video, it was not going very good at all. It was terrible. I went to Shrewsbury first and I only picked up 2 items. One was the plastic Marks and Spencer's vintage pot jar thing, which cost me £2. They are only worth about £5. So I'm probably gonna break even, or if that, make a couple of quid, depending on if I can get more money for it. I'll put it on for a bit higher price and see if I can get it, but I probably will lower it, you know, put offers on it. Also, I got that ceramic, like Italian tomato platter. They're really hard to find. There's so many different versions, but it's a nice quality one. So I'm going to put that on for a tenner. I think it should get a tenner. So not really much of a profit. And that was about, I would say, about 2.5 hours just searching around, and also the petrol time. It was a big waste of time going up Shrewsbury today. There was nothing about, you know, and all the prices, what the things I wanted was just, there was just too much, you know. There was no point in buying them. For a couple of pounds profit. Saying that, I did make a mistake on the things I did buy. The platter's okay, but the Marks and Spencer's jar, I shouldn't have really bought that. I was just desperate. I wanted to buy something. But when I came down to one of my other areas, which has got one of my favourite shops, but now there's a new Bernardo's open just up the road from it, and it's got some nice gems in there. And I bought a selection of these pots. I don't know where they are. They're behind me. I bought a selection of these, and they're not your basic tea sugar and that. It's all utensils. So obviously this one's for utensils. You've got a garlic one to put your garlic in. I got a biscuit one. They're all the same design, and they're from a company called Crown Heritage. Never heard of them. They do need a bit of a washout, a bit dirty. Yeah, but they're all nice condition. There's nothing wrong with them, but they cost me £6, and there were 6 items in there. So I'm thinking they're gonna make more than £1 each. I mean, they're very vintage. I think they're around the 70s, but I can't see why they won't sell for 30 quid for the whole lot. I've got them down here at, where have I? Oh yeah, I've got them down there for 30 quid. So I'm going to make a £24 profit, you know. Obviously sales, you know, eBay fees and that, but obviously if I sell it on Vinted, I don't have to pay no fees. I didn't get this on camera at the start, but then I had to put this on camera, and it was a Samsonite suitcase. Yes, I have finally found one. There is some others in the shop around the corner, but they're asking 30 quid each for them. Black ones. This one's a blue one, and it's a large one. They are, I mean, it's bigger than the other ones. It's wider, it's bigger. It's got a few scuffs on the outside, but you're gonna have scuffs. It's a suitcase. You know, you're gonna travel in it, and it gets bashed about. It's got a combination lock on, which is open, so I can open it. The inside is lovely. I found these, and they're going for the exactly same one. They've been sold for £50. So I might put £50 on it, but if I want a quicker sale, I might put £45. You know, there's no reason why it won't get that, but I paid £3 for this, and it's an absolute bargain. I've been wanting to find one of these for ages. I picked up other suitcases, and I haven't sold any of my suitcases yet. So hopefully this one does sell, because they do take up a hell of a lot of room, and this one's bigger than them all. It's huge, but as you saw on the video, yeah, it's a bargain. But when I was taking this back to the car, because I couldn't have carried it around with me around the other shops, I went past the shop again, and behind that suitcase was, you might be able to see it right there, yep, it is an Aldi carrot. And it's not just an ordinary Aldi carrot, it's a massive, huge carrot, and it's Kevin's girlfriend. I mean, look at the size of this. I mean, it is huge. I didn't know they did this size, but, well, obviously they do. But I thought, wow, I know these are quite sought for, you know, and they're very popular. Different ones, obviously older ones are more popular than others. And you can get good money from them, you know, if you pay, you know, get them for a good price. But I never knew they did this size, and it's in absolutely mint condition. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's got all the badges on, you know, no rips, for the size of it as well. It is absolutely brilliant. Oh, she's a big girl. She's a big girl, but yeah, absolutely brilliant. And for only £1, you can't moan. I searched on the net, and I saw a Kevin and Katie, because that's her name. They're selling for £50, but somebody has sold one of these just before this Christmas, and it was going for £35. So I might not be able to get £35, but I'm gonna put it on for 30. It's still a collector's item, and they're very rare. The big ones are rare, because look at the size of them. I've never ever seen one. I've never even seen one in Aldi. So you must have to order them online or something. I don't know. I've never ever seen one. But I put myself on for £30, because it's worth 30 quid all day long, because the sheer size. God knows how much the packaging is going to cost on one of them. I don't even know. It's quite heavy, and it's quite big. So yeah, I ain't got a clue, but yeah, it's that shop is probably one of my best shops. I always find stuff. They don't check eBay. They just put stuff out, thinking, yeah, we'll put a quid on that. Yeah, we'll put £1 on that. Yeah, we'll put a jar set for £3, which, you know, tea, sugar, and coffee. And that's all they do. They don't check prices, unless it's like obviously something that's well known. But that just made the rest of the day easy, because them two items alone, it made me like 70, maybe £80 profit. So I was going around, and I thought, oh, I'll go for something to eat, and see if there's anything else in the other shops, and there wasn't nothing at all. There was a few things, but obviously there was the sugar set and coffee set with polka dots on, but they wanted like, I think it was £10 for them, and they're only worth £20. So I wasn't going to risk wasting money on stuff. I do not suggest buying stuff just because you can make a couple of pounds. I know I've just done it today because that was panic buying, and panic buying is one of the things you need to stop. Because you could end up just buying stuff for no reason, and it might not even sell. Buy stuff that you really thinking of doubling, tripling, quadrupling your profit. So if you got something for £1, if you can sell it for £4 or £5, hey, that's quadrupling it, right? But also you think about your tea sets and stuff like that. You could buy a tea set for £5-6, but you could sell it for £30. That's still a great profit. It doesn't have to be a name. Things with names on will sell for a lot more, and also people will up the price on them. So things without no names, which look nice, will still sell. After that, it was about 3 o'clock, and I knew I only had 2 shops left, which was around my area. They're literally 5 minutes drive from where I actually live, and it was coming to like, I would say, like, it's coming almost to 3:30. I know one of the shop closes early. I think they close at 3:30. So I really had to be quick and rummage around there. They didn't really have anything. I love this is another shop I really like because it just marks stuff at a set price. So everything is at a set price. It won't be like, just because it's a branded name, they won't put it up. They'll set it as like teaware, so, or kitchenware, so every kitchenware will be a certain price, every jumper will be a certain price, every toy would be a certain price, unless it's a massive thing. And I didn't really find anything, but outside they have the really cheap items. They have a free pile of stuff where you can just have it for free, which is never nothing in there. But then I found these jugs. They're IPA jugs. I haven't heard them. I thought it's IPK. I think I've heard of them. And they don't go for much. They're like your tanker glasses. But there's 25p each, and there's 5 of them. I thought, bundle them together and I'd sell them for 20 quid. And I don't see why not, because I think they're selling for about 4 quid each. I checked on eBay, and yeah, one single one sells for about £3.99. So there's no reason why I can't sell these for 20 quid, if not £15. And they only cost me £1.25 altogether. So it's complete, utter profit from them, and they're all in immaculate condition. I don't think they've actually been used. I think they're just old stock from a pub or something. So yeah, that was great. And then I had the shop that goes around the corner where I also buy a lot of stuff, but they didn't have nothing. They was like sort of restocking at the time. So I might go there tomorrow because I play football and it's on the way back. So I always pop in, because you just never know what's there. But also, I'm going to add this. I'm not going to add it to the total, but it's something that I'm starting to do. And because I obviously follow people on YouTube, and I think his name's Joe, up north with all the rest. I think all sellers live up north. I don't know anybody from around my area. And I've bought myself some of these. So I think his name's Joe. I've bought a couple pairs of Asics because he's obsessed with Asics. And I bought these. And the reason I bought these is because, one, they stand out. The bottoms are fine. It just needs a bit of a clean, But these, apparently, I've looked online. People have sold them for £129 brand new. Obviously, these are not brand new. I've got the box. And I thought, I bought them off Vinted. I bought 2 pairs off of Vinted, and I both paid under a tenner for them both. I think I paid like £7 or £8 for them. That's including postage and packaging. I think I offered 6 quid, and then the postage and packaging. So I can't not make money off them. But the reason I bought them is because obviously he sells a lot and buys a lot of Asics trainers, and he always seems to find them. And I didn't know Asics trainers was worth anything. When you think about trainer brands, you think of your Adidas's, your Nikes, you know, your Pumas maybe, and all, especially when you're, you know, your Jordans and stuff like that. But Asics are really, really expensive. I didn't know that, because I suppose they're a proper professional running trainer. You know, people buy them for running, and to be a good running trainer, they've got to last. Obviously, they're not running trainers; they're just like fancy. They're a size 8, so I've seen men on. I've seen some sales for men wearing them as well. So I suppose it's up to you. I would say they're more like girls trainers, you know. But yeah, I don't know what I should sell them for. I mean, if Joe, if you're watching this, comment down below. Tell me how much I should put these up for. I'm gonna put them on probably later tonight. But I think in at least 60, 70 pound. You know, they're 129 pound brand new. So when they're cleaned up, they're gonna be. They can't be anything less than that. And yeah, that'd be awesome. The main reason of this video was for anybody who's new, who's watching resellers, thinking about doing reselling and all that. I'm quite new to it. You know, I've sold stuff in the past, you know, made a profit of it, but I've never done it as a proper job. I am now full-time. I'm not part-time. Everything I sell is for me to be living, you know, and pay bills and everything. So this is my full-time job. When it's the new tax year, I will be officially being obviously enrolled and everything, because at the moment there's no point. I might as well just wait an extra month before, you know, April comes. So today I spent £20 and 25p. That's it. But through the sales, I've made £149 and 75p. Take off eBay fees and post and packaging and whatnot, you're looking at £131 and 78p profit, thereabouts. Obviously, it depends on what I put the things on for price. I might put things on for a little bit cheaper, so I might not make that much. But I'm going to be making around the £120 to £30 mark, guaranteed, you know, when they sell. Two of the things are guaranteed sell. That suitcase is guaranteed to sell very soon. And the Katie the carrot should sell. I can see the glasses selling quite quickly as well, to be honest. And also, I'm very good at selling like ceramics. I seem to pick up these great finds. Like, I think they're a great find. You know, for £6 for 6 items, I could sell them. I could double my profit, triple, easy. There's no reason why they can't sell for 30. There's too much of it not to sell for 30. Yeah. So you think about it. I was out from 10 o'clock till about 3:30, 4 o'clock. So what, 6 hours, 5.5 hours, probably 5 hours actually working, because I did have a break, you know, and a lot of the time I'm driving around. So if you think about the actual work part, I know driving is part of the working, but if you think about the actual part where I'm trying to make money, I'm probably working about 4 hours. If I had a nice area where it's nice and local, which I do have, but the charity shops in my area, except for the ones I go to, they're horrible. They're all priced up high and everything. They look on eBay, everything. But yeah, I'm on a lot more money than I would be doing working in the shop. You think about it, you're probably getting 50, maybe £60 a day if you're lucky, you know, minimum wage. And that's if you get the hours. You know, some people don't even get many hours. They might get 5 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, and then you obviously get taxed on it. Being self-employed, you don't get taxed like you do on working in a full-time company. You get taxed every year, because I was self-employed once before, so I do know about that. But yeah, you think about £131 in today's little picking session, you know, and that is profit. That's profit, right? So you think about it, it's a no-brainer. There's no reason why I would go and work for it. The only problem is, obviously, working for a company or working for somebody else is guaranteed money. This isn't guaranteed money. I've still got to sell them. Still got to get rid of these things, because none of this is profit until it's sold. But that's the same with any business, any self-employed person. If they don't get customers or don't sell their products or whatever, it's the same. And it's the same with big companies. You could be working for a company and they could be going bust. You hear it on the news all the time. So, you know, that's why I say when you're doing this, it's not so bad. I've only spent £20 today. You know, £20, me losing £20 is not going to be like hurting me, you know. So it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Anyway, if you did like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and remember to subscribe if you're new. And please comment down below. I want some conversations. Come on, I want to see anything what you want, anything you found interesting this week, anything you've seen on this video that could help me out or I could help you out. You know, let's get the community growing, and I will see you in another video.